How's it going today, everybody? This is Michael in Maui. Aloha. So today I wanted to talk about putting together the whole package, everything into a putt. I know, we've been doing lessons on, the wrist, the upper arm, your legs. So now, putting it all together. So for me, I like to stand with my right side leg on the right side of the basket. I stand squared shoulders to the basket. So when you're set up, I like to bend over. I'm not, I don't stand up too straight. I'm more of a bent over on my putt. So I'm gonna be more like here on the bend. So once you get your setup, on the take back, I like to bring my disc back to my left leg. So I'm here, I'll come back to my left leg, and then I'll lead with the disc on the throw from here. So the disc goes first. So left leg, disc goes first, leads the shot here, and then come out and throw. I don't like coming off of my right side leg. If you come back, right side of center, if you come back in here on the right side, for me, it seems to just jam my arm. I can't get a good rotation on the release because it's too close to right here in this line. It's, you got to come straight up and then rotate it over. And for me, whenever I've done that, I come out with a little bit more of a hyzer on it. So I recommend don't come back to your right side leg. When you come back on the take back, come back to the left leg. And it'll help get you rolled over easier on the release because it gives your arm a little bit of movement area, right here like that. So when you come back on the take back, your disc is pointing down to the ground. That means your wrist is straight. Don't have the disc up. So when you come down, the disc is pointing down. Then on the way back up, I like my arm bent. I don't come back down straight. Whenever I come straight, it's like I gotta get the arm so far out front and then get it released. I don't have the timing for that. I'm always off. So I like to come off a bent arm. The bent arm also helps get your disc back up on line. It'll get your disc, see, when you're straight arm, you're down here, and then you gotta bring your disc up to the height of the basket. With the bent arm, see, you come back, because your arm's bent, as you come out with the disc, you can see my arm's already at the height of the basket. It's right off my chest. So as soon as I start moving my arm, it's already at the height of the basket. So from here, all it is pushing out, like that. So you're almost kind of coming up closer to your body and then it's rotating out this way, is what you're doing. But I find that a lot easier to get the disc out, get a lot more power on your putt, and it's easier to get it rolled over on the putt. So I recommend a little, bend on the arm, take back, arms bent, disc down to the left side hip. So it's right here. And then as you come up, lead with the disc goes first. Your arm doesn't lead the throw. Don't go with the arm. Because you want the disc to snap, you need to lead with your hand because that's the snap, the push. If you lead with your arm, you're gonna push it late and you're gonna push it to the left of the basket. So your hand leads to putt. You come down, your hand fires, and that's where you get your fingers straight. Everything else follows your hand. Because you just want to make sure, you get a nice straight push. And like I say, if your upper arm comes out first, a lot of times you won't get your hand you know, your fingers will be on that little bit of an angle. You won't get them straight. So anyway, that's pretty much how I do it. You know, bent arm, disc points down at the hip. As you come forward, thumb points at 2 o'clock, hands flat. So it kind of looks like this. Nice and flat. Nice and flat. You want to land on your front leg balanced. Nice and flat. Thumbs up. You'll notice when you putt with your fingers, you know, your wrist goes first. You'll notice when your wrist goes first, you're gonna have a lot more speed on the disc. So you don't need to, like, you know, it's not necessarily a really fast movement. Because you're going wrist first, you'll get a nice little snap on your throw, and you'll be surprised on how easy it will just glide for you. But the main things to remember is come up the left side, arm stays bent, disc points down. That means your wrist is straight. And then when you come through, the wrist leads the putt. And if you putt it, you know, look at your thumb on the release. Like if you putt it and you notice your disc came out on a little more of a hyzer-y look, you know, look at your thumb. You know, your thumb, when you come out and release, you know, this thumb should be pointing, you know, to the right, you know, 2 o'clock. But it's an easy gauge for putting. I mean, that's really your only putting thought. When you're sitting here and you come down, all you have to concentrate on is getting this thumb over, because then you know it's flat. You know, so the only concentration is that, is you come up and you roll the disc off and the thumb's to the right. You know, and the higher the thumb comes up to the top, you know, it's just gonna put the disc out on a little more of a turn. So anyways, I hope some of that helps describe on how to put it all together. And if you have any questions, you know, write me a comment. You know, I'll do my best to answer them, or I'll make a video on the topic if I haven't done it already. You know, so anyways, this is Michael from Maui. Aloha. Don't forget to subscribe.